Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to teach environmental science of class 3. This lecture is the continuation of lesson number 2. We have already started lesson number 2 and we have discussed about introduction and visual disability in the previous class. Today we are going to discuss remaining 3 topics, that is hearing disability, differently able people, and how you can help. So let's start with the hearing disability. Let's start with today's topic, hearing disability. Hearing disability. You will find this topic in page number 14, hearing disability. So in the starting itself, you will find that some people may not be able to. Some people may not be able to hear well. Fazana tabangamdo ni anthenani. We say that they are hard of hearing, natraga hearing disability laiba. They can improve. They can use a small machine called hearing aid. It fits into the ears and helps them to hear more clearly. So by using hearing aids, they can hear more clearly. So the major point we are going to discuss under this topic is about people who may not be able to hear at all. Who may not be able to hear at all. At all, most of the time, people who are born without the ability to hear may not be able to speak also. So they are said to be deaf mute. So how they are going to communicate? If a person, he or she is not able to speak, she is not able to speak or not able to hear, the question is how they are going to communicate. So they are going to communicate by using sign language. So they are going to communicate by using sign language. So what is sign language? Sign language is a technique that involves hand movement. Picture is given in your textbook, page number 14. You can take the reference of textbook also. So what is sign language? People who cannot speak or who cannot hear at all, they communicate using sign language. And sign language is a technique that involves head movement. So by using hand, they will communicate. So this is hearing disability. Next topic is differently able people. Differently abled people. So this topic is also the page number 14, differently able people. Despite the challenges facing them, people with special needs do not lack in capability. So they have their own unique abilities. Talent, abilities. So they have their own unique abilities, hence the name differently able people. Differently able people kauribani kari maram gi kauribano haragadi mogi top pa magun leijai talent leijai. So we call them as differently able people because they have their own unique abilities. There are special schools also. There are special schools for differently able people. Special schools are also there. Special schools are also there for differently able children. So they learn the same thing as taught in other schools, but in a different way. So they learn in a different way. Same thing they learn, but in a different way. So now, these days, some integrated schools are also there. So when we talk about special school for differently able children. Integrated schools are there. Now with this integrated schools are there. They provide education for differently able children along with normal children. So I repeat, integrated schools are those schools which provide education for differently able children along with normal children. So I repeat it again, differently able children or differently able people, they have their own unique abilities. So the third topic is how you can help. How you can help. Differently able people singsi akoina kamaina mating pangbi. So this topic is, you will find this topic at page number 15. There are many ways in which we can show our concern to differently able people. There are many ways. So 4 points are given in your textbook under the topic how you can help. Many ways are there. 4 points are given in your textbook. So let's discuss one by one. I will write it down again. How you can help. How you can help. So under this topic 4 points are given. So we will discuss one by one. There are many ways. Number 1 point which is given in your textbook. Is respect them. Respect them. Do not tease or make fun of them. Do not tease. Do not tease lakna vayade or make fun. Make fun of them. Pagi jugai toba moi nokna ba masi tobiganu. So I repeat, respect them, do not tease or make fun of them. Lakna vayade. Number 2, try and understand what it is to be like in their position. So try and understand what it is to be like in their position. Kariyumba akoina moyi mafamduda lairam taragadi akoida kari phawgani hadu khanbiyu. Treat them the way we would want to be treated. Akoida kamaina mina treat tahoningi haibigi moongda akoina su tobiyu hai. Mokogi mafamduda akoina lairam taragadi akoi kamaina tawni kamaina phawgani madu khangbiyu hai. So try and understand what it is to be like in their position. So third point is spend time. Spend time with them. Make them feel love and cared for. Nungshi na tawbiyu. Spend time with them. Mukhoy laimino, sanamino, wari sabiyu. We can play with them or invite them to our birthday party. We can play with them. Sanamina ba angang sing akoi moi sanamina ba yai. Birthday party yum ki function amada ko ba yai. Tina ba nungshi janana laimina ba. So spend time with them. So the fourth point is, under this topic, the fourth point then help them. Mating pangbiyu if they allow in their daily chores. If they allow. if they allow in their daily chores, their daily chores. ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯗ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯆꯪꯗ ꯌꯥꯗꯕ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯊꯕꯛꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨꯗ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ. Help them if they allow in their daily chores, such as finishing the medicine or helping them organize their things. ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯕ, ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯆꯥꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯄꯨꯕꯤꯕ, ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ. So I repeat it again: respect them and try and understand what it is to be like in their position. Spend time with them and help them. So how you can help? ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤꯕꯨ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯃꯈꯜ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ. ꯃꯁꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛꯇ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯁꯤ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯑꯇꯣꯞꯄ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯁꯨ ꯂꯩ, ꯃꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ. So moral of the lesson. This is the most important thing. Moral of the lesson: differently abled people do not need our pity and sympathy. They need our love and understanding. So differently abled people do not need our pity and sympathy. 하이ꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ, ꯃꯤꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ, ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ. They need our love. ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅꯤ. ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯇꯕ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗꯨ ꯅꯠꯇꯦ ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ. ꯃꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯥꯝꯃꯤꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅꯤ, ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯕꯨ ꯈꯪꯕꯤꯕꯗꯨꯅꯤ. So I repeat it: differently able people do not need our pity and sympathy. They need our love and understanding. Moina paamisi karino hairagadi nungsiba, nungsisanana laiminaba, understanding. Makoibu khangbiuduni moina paamisi. So this is the last topic of today's lecture: how you can help. So now I'll summarize what we have learned today. So in the previous lecture, lesson number 2 itself, we have discussed about introduction part and visual disability. So in the previous lecture, we have discussed about introduction and visual disability of lesson number 2, and today we discuss about hearing disability. And I think you have understand that there are people who may not be able to hear at all. They are said to be deaf. And most of the time, people who are born without the ability to hear may not be able to speak either. ꯄꯣꯛꯂꯛꯄꯗꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ ꯃꯤꯁꯤꯡꯗꯨ ꯉꯥꯡꯕ ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯝꯒꯟꯗꯦ, ꯃꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ deaf mute ꯀꯧꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ. Deaf mute, ꯇꯥꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ, ꯉꯥꯡꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯝꯗꯕ, deaf mute. And people who may not be able to hear at all, ꯇꯥꯕꯁꯨ ꯉꯝꯗꯕꯗꯨ나 deaf. So the next one is differently abled people. So differently able people, we have learned that people with special needs do not lack any capabilities. They have their own unique abilities. Unique abilities. And there are special schools also for differently able people. And nowadays, these days, some integrated schools are also there, and they are providing education for differently able children along with the normal children. Integrated normal children ga differently able children ga pula punjan ba madu ba school du ba na integrated schools ka we have. So the last topic of today's lecture is how you can help. How you can help. So regarding this topic, you have learned that there are many ways to help them, and we have discussed 4 points under this topic. Respect them, try and understand, spend time with them, and help them. And I have mentioned the moral of the lesson also, which is very important, that differently able people do not need our pity and sympathy. When they need our love and understanding. So the most important thing is love and understanding. I repeat it again. Love and understanding is very important. So they need our love and understanding. So after summarizing all the topics that we have discussed today, now it is time for evaluation. Since this is online, evaluation is very important to check whether you have understand the topic or not. In the previous lecture also I have mentioned that evaluation is very important after every lecture to check whether you have understand the topic or not. So you can listen to this lecture again and again, or you can take the reference of textbook also and try to find the answer of some questions which I am going to write on the whiteboard. This is just an evaluation, and you are not supposed to write the answer in your textbook. You are not supposed to write answer in your classroom notebook. This is as an evaluation. Question number 1: how do people with hearing disability communicate? Hearing disability communicate. Question number 2: how should we treat a person with special needs? So I repeat, how do people with hearing disability communicate, and how should we treat and the next question is, how should we treat a person with special needs? And I've already mentioned that this is just an evaluation, and you are not supposed to write the answer of this question in your classroom notebook. And you can take the reference of textbook also, and please go through the lecture again and again and try to find the answer of these questions. I repeat the question again. This is for evaluation. How do people with hearing disability communicate? Hearing disability missing kamaina pau phongnai. How should we treat a person with special needs? Special needs changba miyoi singda akoina kamaina treat tawgani. So with this I conclude my lecture, and I think lesson number 2 is complete. So in the next lecture we will start with a new lesson. Thank you.